Hey guys, Joe here and welcome back to the channel. Thanks for tuning in tonight and killing a little time with me. Behind me got my 227,000 mile Touareg. It's got the V10 turbo diesel and we're just going to go over what is currently wrong with it. Got a few things, nothing major, but quite a few little minor annoyances. Apologize for that, the heat just kicked on. We're filming this one inside because it is cold out tonight. Currently like -8. Yeah, too cold to be outside. So we're gonna have to put up with that. That's also why it is so dirty. A lot of salt down on the road, so hard to keep a vehicle clean this time of year, and don't really want to wash it if it's gonna sit outside. A lot of stuff will freeze up. So yeah, we'll go over what we got going on. First thing that's been happening since I got it, intermittent. It's got the traction light is coming on. I'd say probably nearly every time I drive it right now. If you let it, if you drive it for more than 5 miles, it'll come on. Keeps coming up with a steering angle sensor intermittent fault, so we'll probably have to replace the clock spring or the steering angle sensor on that. Drives fine, just doesn't have traction control when that light is on, which isn't a huge deal. But another thing is, which is the most annoying thing right now, is it's got a, well, the lower control arms, the inner bushings are bad, and it's got a very loud ball joint, and we'll do a little video of that. Anytime you turn the wheel, anytime the suspension moves, it's a god-awful creak. And what I'll do, if you hold on 1 second, I actually have replacement control arms here. Let me grab something to open this guy up. These are quite beefy. They weigh quite a bit. So what's going on them is that bushing there, the rubber's all cracked and it's separated, so it is a little loose feeling, but the noise is actually coming from this ball joint here, that guy. Once it got cold out, the boot cracked and all the grease was gone, so it's just metal on metal. And that's why we're not really currently driving it until I get a chance to throw these in. Kind of a safety issue. So yeah, anytime the suspension moves up and down, this ball joint moves, god awful noise. But yeah, so these will be going in. We're doing left and right. And then been kind of waiting on that to put the all-terrain tires and the 20-inch wheels on it, because I want to get it aligned first, so I don't chew up the new tires. So no sense in aligning it if we're going to replace the control arms and have to redo it. So the new wheels, which I'll show you, right. Oh, I'll grab it right here. It's got the tank. Right there is one of the wheels that will end up on the Touareg. 20-inch factory T2 Touareg off a, I think it was a 2010. with the V6 diesel. So, give you a perfect little visual. That's going to have 275 55 20 all-terrain tire, which is 32 inches tall or something. We'll have to tweak the suspension a little bit to make that happen and be happy. So yeah, those wheels will be going on. Then we'll be doing a couple other things, maybe some bumpers and building a few things for it. But what else is wrong with it? It's got a pretty good oil leak right now. And leaving its mark everywhere it goes. Not a huge deal. Where I park it is gravel. But we're gonna have to take care of that because diesel oil stains pretty good. And I have to be careful where I park it. Would like to have a little more freedom back on that aspect. Okay, so another thing, as you saw in the, I guess if you watched it, you saw that I had to replace the starter battery in the back. Once it got cold, it just wasn't keeping up. I haven't put it back together since we popped the battery out, but there's the cover. There's the battery. So we'll get that popped back together. What else we got going on? I broke the ashtray cover last week. So pretty happy about that. That's just flopping around. So yeah, I somehow managed to break that. That's not supposed to come out. That's supposed to be there. I must have got too aggressive when I was opening that. So I'm not quite sure what happened there. But we'll just keep that closed. And also have a bulb out warning on the dash. I haven't really looked to see what bulb, so maybe we'll do that right now and figure out that and get one thing checked off the list. So thanks guys for helping out with that. Also, headrest on the rear seat broken, probably operator error. I can't blame that on the Touareg. So yeah, pulled the headrest out and that guy came with it. I'm sure I did something wrong. So we'll have to play with that and fix that. It's supposed to be there, kind of like that one. The keyless also does not work on the rear doors. So it's got this little button there. If I got the key in my pocket, hit that, locks the doors. And then it's supposed to work where I just walk up, pull the handle, unlocks it. So, lock the door, locked again. See, it's flashing. Nothing. Nada. Oh, and yeah, while we're at it, when you lock it, it flashes the hazards for 20, 30 seconds. Yeah, both rear doors. I guess that one doesn't work too. So every door but the driver's door. Let's see if the lock part works. So we'll unlock it. So unlocked. Nope, nothing. I think the lock on the passenger door works. Oh, so there, we'll add that to the list. Another one just broke. Anything else? I mean, for the most part, it's been pretty good. I've had much worse. For 227,000 miles on a 10-year-old SUV, I'm not complaining about the issues. It's actually in pretty good condition. Can't complain about a few minor things like that. So yeah, appreciate you guys watching. If you made it this far in the video, you might as well hit the thumbs up down below, hit the like button, and then if you aren't subscribed yet, subscribe. I think it's down there. Do that and we'll keep you updated on this, the 914, do some garage stuff, and maybe the 944 eventually. Thanks guys, and have a good night. I almost forgot what has possibly been the most annoying thing to deal with on this guy has been the automatic lift gate. As you hear, not too happy. So you have to give it a little help up. And then it doesn't, not very tall, but doesn't lift high enough for me. So you kind of got to push it up. See? Press the button. Oh, it worked that time.